Fundamentals of Zoroastrian Faith, Part 7. Within Iran, many of the beleaguered Zoroastrians have been also historically opposed or not practically concerned with the matter of conversion. Currently, though, the Council of Tehran Mobids, the highest ecclesiastical authority within Iran, endorses conversion, but conversions from Islam to Zoroastrianism is illegal under the laws of Islamic Republic of Iran. History. Let's talk about the early history of Zoroastrianism. The roots of Zoroastrianism are thought to lie in a common prehistoric Indo-Iranian religious system, dating back to the early 2nd millennium BCE. The prophet Zoroaster, himself, though traditionally dated to the 6th century BCE, is thought by many modern historians to have been a reformer of the polytheistic Iranian religion who lived much earlier during the second half of the 2nd millennium BCE. Zoroastrian tradition names area Nemim Vajja as the home of Zarathustra and the birthplace of the religion. No consensus exists to the localization of Al-Yarin Vajiha, but the region of Khwarizm has been considered by modern scholars as a candidate. Zoroastrianism as a religion was not firmly established until centuries later, during the Young Avestan period. At this time, the Zoroastrian community was concentrated in the east portion of Greater Iran. Although no consensus exists on the chronology of Avestan period, the lack of any indiscernible Persian and Median influence in Avesta makes a time frame in the first half of the 1st millennium BCE a likely one. Silk Road Sial believes that Chinese Wu practices in the 9th century BCE, which inspired later Taoist beliefs lost to the history, might have been inspired by Zoroastrians. The Silk Road Sial writer also believes that Zoroastrian Magi might have served in Western Zhou courts, and implies that Victor H. Myers, writing about cross-potent, appears in both Neolithic West Asia and China later, and the cross-potent's ties to the character for Wu is possible evidence for this connection. Classical antiquity. Well, we can find the Al-Bastar, the head of possible Zoroastrian priest, wearing the Bactrian style headdress, or we can have Takhte Sangin, Tajikistan, a Greco-Bactrian kingdom, 3rd to 2nd century BCE. Or we can have the tomb of Cyrus the Great at the Pasar Gade, Iran. Zoroastrianism enters recorded history in the mid-5th century BCE. Herodotus, the history is completed 440 BCE, includes the description of the Greater Iranian society, the Greater Iranian society with what may be recognizably Zoroastrian feature, including exposure of the dead. The history is a primary source of information on the early period of Ashemand era, 648 BCE to 330 BCE, in particular with the respect to the role of Magi.